to my party. We're just getting started. A life is a dream or a night.
Good morning, everybody. Hopefully you guys are going to have a great hump day. That's right. Today is hump day, guys, all day long. Looks like people have been kind of active in the chat, which is super duper cool. We're going to give the stream a second to catch up to the world and let people fill in. Looks like, as usual, Rumble is like nobody talking. That's okay, even though there's only 2 people over there. I honestly think that it's because of the subject. For the replay crew, we'll be covering books that preppers like to read based on, and also some key lessons from each one of those books. So let's go ahead and get this party started. And we're going to go and say hi to everyone. Where are we at here? It looks like all righty again. First, Rose, number 2. Cool Colt. Haven't seen you in a while, Cool Colt. You're deterred. I couldn't get my finger right. Deterred. All right. And hopefully everything's good with you guys. I finally have a chat that's actually live. There you go. So going to be all righty then. There's Cool Colt. Where are we at here? 222. Good morning, Mike. I'm 39 hours into my fast, doing great. I recommend it. I got a quick fast story once I say good morning to everybody. Brad's in the house. We got Andy showing up. We got to get those likes up. Hands free. Enjoy the info. Okay. Dog and Ball Productions. Haven't seen you in a while, girl. Haven't seen you in a while. Debbie Chandler. We got Catitude. And it looks like Homestead Krieger's become a normal here, which I appreciate. Matter of fact, you have a channel, don't you? You have a channel, and I went and looked at your channel. I think I subscribed to your channel. Everybody go and check out Homestead Krieger on YouTube when you're done listening to me run my gums. All right, Ian, good morning. Good morning. All right, if you guys hadn't hit that like button, I appreciate you doing that now. That kind of wakes up the algorithm. As usual, you know, I don't care. It's just I'm manipulating the algorithm, and it's funny too because I actually use this piece of software called vidIQ to help me with my videos. And Homestead Krieger, there you go. That was your free information for the day. Let's see. Dog and Ball says, sorry, work and home stuff have been crazy. I bet. No worries. There's nothing to be sorry about. But anyway, so it tells me the words that I'm supposed to be putting in my video descriptions. And I've actually been putting those words. I'm calling it like feeding the algorithm or algorithm word salad. It's just a jumble of words that may or may not have anything to do with the video whatsoever, but the algorithm likes them. So I just hide them down at the bottom of the description. When you get a chance to giggle about it, take a look. It's not a big deal. Okay, so we've got 15, 16 people in here. Let's go ahead and get into this. So, well, one of the things that I think about, first and foremost, guys, I am not the guy that's going to go, oh my God, that book was so good. I am not a reader of fiction. My brain doesn't work that way. My brain is, I have to learn something. And can we learn things from fiction books? Yes, we can. I would not call it learn knowledge, understanding. I would call it like realization. Good morning, West Virginia Pappy. Sup? So as far as fiction books, you're never going to be like, oh, really? I really love that book, the something. But what I have done is I've taken a look at a bunch of books that are actually on Amazon that are prepper related. There are no links in this video description. Okay, so I'm not trying to point you towards Amazon, but I know that people will ask for those links. So I have created a list, and I will put them in I will pin them to the top of the comments. And so that anybody who wants to go look at them can. Thank you. Oops. Appreciate you, bro. I'm surprised my brain is even working this morning. All right. You the man. Okay. So, as far as so what was that? I can't remember who it was who said they were 39 minutes into the chat. I think it's Mike. Okay. So Mike's 39 minutes into his fast, right? So as of 9 a.m., I am 36 hours into my fast. It's a weird feeling of like good. Okay. It's really hard to describe. It's like I feel good. I don't feel bad, but I do feel less. It's like my head hurts a little bit. My muscles actually kind of burn a little bit, like my whole body. It's almost like I took a niacin pill. I don't know if you guys have ever done that before, but niacin is supposed to purify your blood, which is a bunch of bull, but it does have an effect on your blood itself. So I kind of feel like that, and I kind of feel as if when I was clicking away this morning, I felt like I had the shakes, but I don't have the shakes. It's really, really weird. So that's where I am. And so my story is I need to check my blood sugar when we get done. I'm sure I'm fine. I checked my blood sugar yesterday morning, and it was at 113 when I woke up. I don't know if that's good or bad. I can't remember. But I'll look it up. I'm not worried about it. But I'm sure it's much lower now. And but I've been weighing myself. So I weigh myself, get up in the morning, do my business, and weigh myself, before I start consuming liquids and stuff. And the day before I was 207. Yesterday, or I'm sorry, 2 days ago, it was 207. Yesterday morning, it was 201. And I got on the scale this morning, and it said that I weighed 159.1 pounds. Yeah. So I got off the scale, reset it, and stepped on it again. It said I weighed 159.1 pounds. And so I know I can look in the mirror and say, I've not weighed 159.1 pounds since I was 16 years old. All right. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. Mike says the normal range is 70 to 125 for normal. That's blood sugar range. Anyway, so got to go buy a new scale. Papa needs a new scale because this thing has got fresh batteries in it and everything, and it ain't happy. Anywho, I thought you guys would get a good giggle out of that. But I am feeling it today. I'm sure I'll make it through the day. No problem. I can't eat until 9 tomorrow night. It mixed up. It's 5s and 9s. That would still be great. 195. I've been 195 in about a year. That would be great. Are you a diabetic? No, Rose, I am not a diabetic. I was actually diagnosed pre-diabetic about 7 or 8 years ago. And they're like, well, would you like to talk to a counselor? I was like, what? This is yours. You tell me I'm pre-diabetic and you want me to talk to a counselor? Okay, so I stop eating lots of sugar. I exercise. I eat healthy foods. I get good sleep. I take my vitamins. Diabetes go away. It's the truth. It's the factual truth. So sounds like diabetes with numbers in 200s. I got you. I'm an insulin-dependent diabetic. I got you, Mike. Hi from Pastor's in the house. Good morning. Good morning, my friend. Good morning. Good morning. Oops, I'm not sure why you said lemons, but I'm sure it has something to do with the thing. Cool Colt says nonfiction books here, no fiction books here, tech manuals, etc. And my brain just won't wrap around them. Okay. I know Oops says they'll tell you anything. Medicine is a racket now. You used to go see your doctor. Maybe you had to run some tests. Maybe you see him again and you get a diagnosis, prognosis. You're out the door. Come see me in 30 days or if this gets worse, that kind of thing, Sun Tzu, the militarist. What's going on, Broseph? But yeah, it's a freaking racket. I'm pretty sure it killed my, Anyway, let's see here. The scales point of view. How would you feel if a fat man stepped on you every morning? Ian, I am not fat. How's your scale feel, mister? Okay, so let's take a sip of, let's drink a little coffee here. And let's talk about some books. Let's talk about some books, man. Lemon juice during the fast or anytime help clear toxins and help many other things. War and Peace. No, I will never read War and Peace. I don't have a year to waste. Okay, so with that said, let me get my screen cleared here. Looks like I've got 13. Looks like Laser showed up. Good morning, my friend. You are number 2 on the Rumbles. And there's 13 people in Rumble and 25 in YouTube. So Rumble still sucks. let's see. So true to Doc comment. I got you, Rose. I don't know. Did you guys just see my camera like crash for a second? Let me know in the chat. I'm kind of curious because the camera side of me just disappeared and went black. I thought I saw it out of the corner of my eye earlier, but All right, so here's a detailed list of some of the most impactful. You did not see it. Okay, cool. Some of the most impactful prepper fiction books of all time, written to engage readers who are interested in survival strategies, human resilience, and the complexities of life after a catastrophic event. These novels not only entertain, but also provide valuable insights into survival and self-reliance. All right, so let's see. What do you guys think the first book I'm going to say is? The first book that I'm going to say. So Rose did see the camera stutter. 1984. Okay. Let's see what you guys put in the chat. I'll give it a couple of seconds. We're not gonna spend a lot of time with you telling me what I'm going to talk about. You can do it. I'm going to play some elevator music. No. Anybody ever hear that in an elevator before? Class of 1999. Nope. Okay, so it's taking too long. The first book is The Road. If you guys haven't seen the movie, you should definitely see the movie. If you prefer books, please read it. Horner's Odyssey, WFS by LP. That's hilarious, Bradley. Oh my God, that's hilarious. And if you guys didn't know, if you're not a member, then you don't know, but I've actually started to, I'm building towards teaching classes and putting them here on the YouTubes. The first 3 will be free. They'll be water, food, and security. The first 3 will be free. All right, let's see. Bold, A Pale Horse, Going Home. Okay, these are all excellent titles, guys. These are all excellent titles. All right, let's see here. So the first one is The Road. This gripping story paints a stark picture of survival in a desolate, post-apocalyptic world. The narrative follows a father and a son as they navigate a devastated landscape, seeking safety and warmth while avoiding danger. The story explores the emotional toll of survival, focusing on the father's drive to protect his son despite overwhelming odds. Now, some key lessons, the Book of Eli, another great title. Some key lessons here, but I've also noticed too, you guys are like leaning towards movies. So key lessons from that you should be able to take from the book, The Road. So this book, it highlights the psychological aspects of survival, how to maintain hope and humanity when everything seems lost. It prompts readers to consider how they would keep their moral compass intact in desperate situations where survival often comes at a heavy ethical cost. You know, the things that you may have to do in a society or in a world that's much worse than we live in right now. The things that you will be forced to do to survive. The things that you will have to do if you want to survive. It's kind of dark. It's kind of dark. Lazy says, I got into prepping after getting James Wesley crawled series of books while contracting. I got you. Let's see here. You beat me to typing militarist. Mad Max Road Warrior, militarist. That's just a good. That's some crazy, way far out there kind of stuff there on the Mad Max side, but it's not implausible. It's not implausible. Okay, so the second, where are we at here? The second book is ironically 1 Second After. The story delves into the aftermath of a devastating EMP or electromagnetic pulse strike that cripples the U.S., sending society back to pre-industrial state almost overnight. The protagonist, a college professor, becomes an unintentional leader in a small town as it struggles to adapt to life without modern conveniences like electricity, communications, or access to medicine. Now, the day after, I know that's a crazy move. That's a crazy movie, man. Some key lessons from this book. This book underscores the vulnerability of modern societies and the importance of preparedness. It's a very vivid skills like first aid, food preservation, and community leadership can make the difference between life and death during an extended crisis. I think we often Dawn of the Dead. No, come on, man, stay on point. No, well, oops, I apologize. I see a lot of preparedness ideas in, well, I wouldn't even say ideas, but preparedness mindset in what is it? The Walking Dead, the original The Walking Dead, and what is it? Fear the Walking Dead. I haven't seen any of the other spinoffs that kind of like, well, whatever. There's a fly that is driving me nuts. But you know, and honestly, I'd rather watch a movie than read a book. Countdown Through the Looking Glass. Okay. Dentist. I don't know. Waterworld. That's interesting. That's a good movie. Dentist. Cindy, I've never seen the movie Dentist before. I don't know what that is. Okay. So, moving on to number 3. It's a book called Alas, Babylon. Jericho. That's not bad either. You guys are like naming movies and stuff. Set during the height of Cold War tensions, and I don't mind you guys naming movies, so you just keep doing what you do. Set during the height of the Cold War tensions, this novel explores the consequences of a nuclear war on a small Florida town. The townspeople must quickly adapt to their new reality, facing severe shortages of food, fuel, and medical supplies. You know, the story highlights both the resilience and the flaws of human nature in times of crisis. You know, and some of the key lessons that we can learn from this book, Alas, Babylon, are it's a foundational work in this genre. You know, this book teaches the importance of community, cooperation, and resourcefulness when cut off from external support. You know, it demonstrates how small groups can survive when they band together, emphasizing the value of trust and collaboration. You know, I talk to you guys all the time about community. It's one of the most difficult things to do. So, Silent Warrior, good to see you, bro. I prefer movies because I can do something else at the same time. I can't just sit with a book. Boring. That could be a thing for me too. I mean, I think the only book series I ever really got into was The Hobbit, the Lord of the Rings. You know, most movies were books first. Absolutely true. 100% true. Basically they write the books, write the movies. For younger preppers, I read My Side of the Mountain in school. For the younger preppers, I read My Side of the Mountain in school. I got you. The militarist, you try having 1980s Cold War era vet for a father. Yeah, I'm tracking with you, militarist. You know, I had a 1980s Cold War. You know, I mean, I was part of the Cold War. I've got my certificate and everything. Thank you, President, whatever your name was. And Cindy Hoffman says audiobooks. Yeah, I can do audiobooks, but they've got to be more. I like audiobooks about history. It's really difficult for me to. I have a problem with somebody writing an entire page about a sunset and how beautiful it was, and how it was so reminiscent of the days with his father back on the farm in Okie. You know, it's like, get to the freaking point. So, skills, Foxfire series. That's cool. All right. So let's see here. Let's move on to the number 4 here. This name of this book is, what the hell? My watch just made a noise I've never heard. Installing update. Jesus Christ. Are you serious? I don't see if you guys can see this. This is freaking ridiculous. Can you see that? Can you see that? This is the watch that I have, guys. Never buy this Garmin Forerunner 55. And see that little button over there, that one right there? If you just magically hit that, it's like getting into a workout menu that you can't get out of. It's awful. All right, so I'm just going to set you over here. You just what's it say? It's doing something. Anyway. So the next book is The Stand. In this sprawling epic tale, a genetically engineered superflu virus wipes out most of the world's population. Survivors are left to navigate the remnants of society and align themselves with either benevolent or malevolent leaders. That hasn't happened in a while. Drink. Where are we at here? The book explores themes of good versus evil, societal collapse, and the rebuilding of civilization. Okay. Key lessons. And if you don't know what malevolent and malevolent is, it's basically good and bad. All right, so some key lessons. This novel is it's what they would call a profound exploration of the social and moral implications of a complete collapse. For those interested in prepping, it emphasizes the necessity of moral fortitude, leadership, and community building during chaotic times when old structures fall apart. This book focuses mostly on the problems with either good and bad, making moral decisions, because in a situation that is extremely like apocalyptic, for lack of better words, just going right down that line. Sometimes it's safer to align yourself with the bad guy. You see what I'm saying? So that's that benevolence thing. It's a conundrum. You're a good person, but you may have to align yourself with bad people to survive. All right, so we're going to go on to number 5. All right, so this one kind of caught me off guard. This one's called The Dog Stars. This is set years after a flu pandemic decimates humanity. This novel focuses on the quiet, introspective journey of a pilot and his dog who lived in a fortified airport. The story is less about action and more about coping with isolation and loss. It captures the internal struggles of holding on to hope when the world feels empty and bleak. And the key lessons from this one is, the book, it's a reflection of the importance of maintaining mental resilience in long-term survival scenarios. It highlights how emotional well-being can be just as critical as physical survival skills, and how companionship can be a lifeline in otherwise solitary conditions. In one word, this book is about hope, because true survivalism is about hope. If you lose hope, you will lose your life. It's that easy. That's one of the first rules of true survivalism. Looking at the chat here, All Quiet on the Western Front, the Going Home series. The Miltra says 28 days after the Omega Man. Dog and Ball says, I won't watch any movie or read any book where the dog dies. Of course not. Of course not. It's in the name of your, it's in your profile name. All right. Looks like my watch is done updating. The world is done calculating my life. I'm going to put it back on here and right about there. Okay. All right. Let's see here. The next book, you know what? We need to pay some bills, guys. And I'm trying to think. There are a lot, if you guys didn't know this, like the whole Black Friday thing's coming up, okay? And there are a lot of companies out there that are offering some crazy stuff for you to save a little bit of money on. Now, obviously, I'm an affiliate with a lot of them. Let's see if I can't find an email here. Ooh, oh, look at there, Jace. Jace has got a big old Black Friday day coming right now. Let's go ahead and share this instead. Let's see what it looks like on the screen. That doesn't look right. Let's do that. Boom. Let's do that. All right. So what do we got here? Black Friday starts. Biggest deal ever. Basically, Jace best offer, $25 off with code Black Friday. Let's see here. And you know what? Try to double code it as well. It may work. Sometimes it does. The Black Friday deal you've been waiting for. Don't miss out on once a year chance to save big on the emergency preparedness today through December 2nd. Enjoy 20% off with your Black Friday. Save 25. You got the Jace case. You got the kid case. You got Jace Daily. You've got a Go kit. And then, we got they finally got a UTI kit. Isn't that special, guys? Isn't that special? And then Mission, this is a bigger kit. I haven't even looked at Mission because I know that it's probably not cheap, and I'm not going to waste your time. But if you're interested, if you go to the link, there's a link in the description for Jace Medical. You can use my code or you can use this Black Friday code, but you definitely use that link, and I'll get credit for it in some way, shape, or form. But that Black Friday might actually get you, I don't think I have 25 off. I think I have 20 off. So you might be able to get another $5 off on that if you use their code instead. All right, so let's go ahead and boom, let's do that and fix this. There we go. And Catitude, thank you very much. I appreciate you. And we're going to go ahead and click that right there. Papa needs a new PC. It's funny, too, because it's like when people see this thing, this monster behind me, it's over there, that monster behind me, that thing is almost like 10 years old, and it just won't do 4K. So, and that's the goal. I want to do more 4K. Like right now, I'm doing 4K, but I also know that I'm using the cheapest 4K camera there is. So it is what it is. It doesn't work. How do you change amount? I don't know. You click on the, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. You click on this button right here. And then mine looks different than yours, but if you want to change amount, I guess you do super chat. There we go. And then you can change the amount here. Let me change the amount for you. Here, does that work? Does that work? No, I don't think so. But that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Okay. Let's see here. Or what do we got? Nope. It did. I don't know. I don't know. You're on your phone too, so I can't even help you. Let's see. I mean, there's got to be a way to do super chat. I mean, come on, really? Super chat memberships. Try super stickers. Try to buy a super sticker or something. I don't know. You know, I don't do this stuff. I just set the goals because I need a new PC. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. We paid some bills. Kat paid for the live stream. What do we got here? The Postman. A novel follows a drifter who stumbles upon an abandoned postal service vehicle and begins posing as a government mail carrier in a post-apocalyptic America. The protagonist's newfound role inspires hope among isolated communities struggling to survive in the wake of war and social breakdown. Catitude, thank you very much, young lady. I appreciate you. She figured it out. She figured it out. And I gave you that. And I'm gonna hit that like button. There we go. And I'm gonna say reply. Thank you. Nope. Thank you, young lady. Thank you, young lady. Man, I guess my brain is not lady. I can't see the damn all the lighting that I use in here. I can't see the keys. Thank you, young lady. Boom. Cha-cha-cha. Where are we at here? The militarist is in the corner of the world. I got you. Is in this corner of the world. Okay. Prefer old watch. Hand wind, not quartz or digital. Well, see, here's the thing. I actually have, and if you guys saw my EDC video, I actually have a pretty good setup for it's battery powered, but it's a Timex. It's got a good band. I've got a compass on it, and it basically is a prepper watch. It's better than the watch that I had when I was in the military. Well, I can't say that because that was a freaking odd. I used to have a couple of Suntos. But anyway, my girlfriend bought me this watch for my birthday. And so I have to wear it until it dies. I've tried to give it to her. A couple of times because she has one of those Android watches and the batteries on them suck. And it's just always given her all sorts of trouble and she's not happy with it. But once again, she paid like $400 for her watch. And so now she's kind of stuck with it, old auto wind watch. Still, I can't wear an auto wind watch. Oops. Because I break them. I over wind them because my hands are moving all the time. Yeah. Good thing I'm not a lefty, right? But yeah, Fahrenheit 451, scary. Thought it would happen again. Yeah, that's a good movie. That's actually a pretty good movie. I never watched The Handmaid's Tale. I started watching like the first 2 or 3 episodes of it, and I was just like, I don't know. I think it's like I think that's a like a dystopian movie for women. Hey, I'm a southpaw. That's okay. Those are the devil's children. You know that, right? Of course, I'm joking. But that's never trust a lefty. It's right up. Never trust a lefty is the same as never trust a woman who has 2 last names. Okay, so we talked about the Postman. Let's talk about some lessons that we can get from that book. The story focuses on the power of symbols and the importance of communication in rebuilding society. It shows that even in the darkest times, people need something to believe in. It's a reminder that leadership can emerge in unexpected ways. And hope is as necessary as food and shelter. Like I said, once you lose hope, you have lost your survival. Let's see here. I have a Citizen's watch with Echo solar battery. Hey, I think that's a great idea. I just don't have time to sit in the sun like this. Like, is this how you sleep? Is that how it works? You gotta face the sun. You gotta be like sunglasses. You gotta like a constant sunburn. I'm sure the technology is much better than that, but I had to make a joke out of it. I think it's a great idea. Let's see here. Well, I'm out then because I use both my maiden and married last name. Which day? Like every other day? I love you, girl. All right, let's see here. Number 7, Day by Day Armageddon. That's the title of the book, Day by Day Armageddon. Told in the form of a journal, get out of here, fly. This novel chronicles the experiences of a naval aviator as he navigates a world overrun by zombies. I feel that yawn coming on. I'm just going to go ahead and drink. The book is filled with practical survival tactics and explores how one might react to a sudden widespread disaster that forces people into extreme isolation. Now, some of the key things we can learn from it: The Hills Have Eyes. That's just a scary movie. That's not a survivalist movie. That's some crazy people there. Despite its fictional premise, the novel offers practical insights into crisis management, tactical planning, and decision-making. It stresses the importance of situational awareness, preparation, and adaptability in unexpected disaster scenarios. So, you know what? And we have not checked the poll in a while. We haven't checked it at all. So which prepper fiction book excites you most? Where are we at here? 1 Second After is at 57%. The Road is 29%. The Stand is at 14%. And Alas, Babylon. Nobody's ever even heard of that book. Very surprising. And it's funny, too, in my research, I saw that some of these books, for instance, like 1 Second After. Did you know that's actually a series of books? There's actually, I think, 4 of them. And there's another one called 1 Year After. And so on and so forth. I don't know if it goes backwards or forwards. I think there's actually like a pre 1 Second After, like in the book series. So Coffee says, I'm a South, I'm going to go with Paul. I'm a Southpaw writing only. Everything else is I do right. Let's see. Who here is a namby-turner, and which movie is that from? All right. Number 8, darkness on the edge. You know what? I'm going to wait for somebody to answer that question because someone's got to know the answer to that question. Who here is a namby-turner, and what movie is that from? Are you guys like frantically trying to thumb your phones to death right now? Something is happening. I find it hard to believe that nobody knows what a namby-turner is and what movie it's from. That's mind-blowing. You guys are going to have to look this up. Hopefully it'll pop up in the chat here in a second. Let's make sure the chat's not broken, guys. We have gone, we are past the center of the video, the halfway point, and you know the deal. If you love your country, put a 1 in the chat. America. There we go. Let's see here. Dog and Ball says, I am the same way, farmer. I eat right with my left and everything else with my right hand. I got you. So no one knows what a namby-turner is? Holy shnikes. That's insane. Not a clue. All right, hold on a second here. No. I'm finding it for you right now. I'm seeing if I can't find a all right, so it's not a namby-turner, it's an amby-turner. All right. So it was coined in the movie Zoolander, and it's called an ambi-turner, and one that has the ability to turn both ways. I'm not an ambi-turner. I can't turn left. Zoolander. So I can't believe nobody knew what a freaking didn't know what that was, or maybe you did and I said it all wrong. But yeah. That's hilarious. Oh, Cool Colt got it. Yeah, Cool Colt nailed it. But to boom, Zoolander. Tell me what it is, LP. I was looking for a video cut of it, but there's nothing that short. So let's see here. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to number 8. And it looks like this stream is going to be a little shorter than usual because we're moving a little faster than usual. So the next one is called Darkness on the Edge of Town. In this supernatural thriller, a small town is enveloped by a mysterious, impenetrable darkness. The sudden isolation puts the inhabitants into a frenzy as supplies dwindle and tensions rise. What begins as cooperation soon turns into desperation and savagery as fear takes hold. Stupid film. Rose doesn't like Zoolander. All right, let's see here. So key lessons we can learn from that book. This novel expresses the rapid breakdown of social norms and the speed at which chaos can take over when resources are limited. It is a stark reminder that the biggest threats in a disaster are often not environmental, but human. So, when we start to talk about this book, Darkness on the Edge of Town, what we're really talking about is how humans react when when the predominant amount of humans react when things go bad, like they're just losing their mind. I think a great example is, go one day without food. Okay, great. Go 2 days without food. On the third day, you're going to grab whatever weapon you have and go find some kind of food someplace. And if that means doing things that you wouldn't normally do, then you're going to do them. You want to survive. Very rarely are humans of the disposition that they're just going to curl up in a corner and die. So yeah, the resources, when resources are limited, people become inhuman. Where we at here? Cocult says, of course, some people do both ways. Name that movie. It's so hard to do it from your text, man. Of course, some people go both. Some people do go both ways. Name that movie. I'm sorry, that's too vague for me. Let's see here. Number 9, Freezing Point. This book comes after something called the Shift series. Zombieland. I believe it. That's a good movie, man. I actually enjoyed number 2. You guys knew what that was? That's hilarious. So I knew something you didn't know, and you guys know something I don't know. We're a team. Go Power. All right. So some lessons. The book, Scarecrow, The Wizard of Oz. No. What are we learning from that? Follow the Olympic Road. It's good to have an occupation to fill. Name that movie. No idea. Oops. Now everybody's writing down the names of movies that they really like and remember all the script of, which is fine by me. You do you guys. So the name of the book is Freezing Point. It comes after the Shift series, and some key lessons. The book provides a deep dive into cold weather survival, emphasizing adaptability and the need to be prepared for shifting environment conditions. It teaches that survival often requires not just endurance, but strategic planning to secure essential resources. Yes, absolutely. In a cold weather environment, you've got to have basically a logistics train. You've got to have a plan. To everything you do has to be focused on adding to and not taking away from tomorrow. All right, let's see here. Number 10, Blue Dawn. All right. This is set in a near future America. This series explores the chilling implications of a progressive authoritarian government coming to... Wait a minute. What? Set in a near future America, this series explores the chilling implications of a progressive authoritarian government. As social laws become increasingly repressive, ordinary citizens must decide whether to comply or resist. The series is a cautionary tale about the loss of freedoms and the impact of ideological extremism. Gee, this sounds so familiar, guys. Some key lessons. The narrative stresses the importance of being prepared for political and social upheavals. It serves as a reminder that prepping isn't just about stockpiling supplies. It's also about being vigilant, informed, and ready to protect one's values and freedoms. Interesting. All right, and so I got some bonus books for you guys. Not as much detail on these books, but they were recommended, and they actually did have ratings that were well over 4 stars. One of them was Patriots Surviving the Coming Apocalypse. This book focuses on a group of friends who prepare for economic collapse, offering practical insights on logistics, community defense, and self-reliance. Wow, that sounds like our Discord. And if you remember, you have access to that. I know some of you don't use it, but some of you do. If you're interested, check out the join button. All right, this next one is called Lucifer's Hammer. This classic disaster novel explores the aftermath of a comet strike, highlighting the resilience needed to survive massive societal disruptions. Sounds pretty intense. Let's see here. And then what we got here, World Made by Hand. This is an interesting one. a thought-provoking exploration of life after an energy crisis, showcasing the return to agrarian lifestyles and the rebuilding of communities in a post-oil world. Well, hello there. I think trying to close this out a little bit before we go to the chat and the poll. Each of these books it brings unique insights into survival, human behavior, and the unpredictability of disasters. These books kind of challenge the reader to think critically about their own preparedness, not only in times of resources. No, I'm sorry, in terms of resources, but also in mental and emotional readiness for whatever challenges might come our way. Okay, so it looks like the chat is a little bit dead right there. If you have any comments about what we've talked about here in the last 45 minutes, please put them in there now. Also, it is time to vote. There are 29 of you in here and only 17 votes. I understand if you don't like the books I picked. I understand. Let's see here. But the poll is, which prepper fiction book excites you most? 65% is 1 second after. The Road is at 24%. The Stand is at 12%. And Alas, Babylon is at 0%. All right. So going to the chat, I honestly don't see anything moving. Is this thing on? Hello? Is this thing on? Keep reading glasses and preps. There you go. I think that's a great idea. I've got, before reading glasses became $10 for 2 pair, you used to be able to get a pair of reading glasses in whatever magnification for $5 for 5 pair. Not a joke. I've got them everywhere. In the last few years, my eyes, nearsighted wise, has gotten really bad. Far away, I can see 1,000 yards, no problem. Let's see. Colt says on. It is on. Got you. Okay. Well, let's see. Modifying glasses start. Magnifying glasses start fires too. They can take a little time, and the conditions got to be right. But yeah. Well, great. My reading list just got larger. Like I said, guys, I will post links to all of these books that we talked about in not in the description, in the comments of it for the replay crew, that kind of thing. That the big comments, not the live comments. Yeah. RC Flight Seeker, don't recognize you, bro. Thanks for being here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. The book, The Way Home was pretty good. There you go. I like it. Let's see here. Lazy says Patriots is the first book in a series of 5 books by James Wesley Rawls. Okay. Well, Rawls is a good writer. Rose says 1 second after meet author at preparedness conference, have signed copies. Nice. Take it home and sleep with it. They rub it all over you. Oh yeah. It's good stuff. I have several books like that myself. They're all technical manuals written by crazy engineers, but yeah, it's the same thing for me. Okay, let's see here. I think that's going to be about it for today. 26 people still hanging out. Made a few dollars for the PC fund, and people seem to be happy with this stuff. They make a pair of adjustable power glasses. Yes, I've seen that, West Virginia Pappy. I thought about it, but I've just got so many glasses all over the place, it doesn't matter anymore. All right, guys, as usual, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up on your way out the door. It's free and does help the channel. If you're new, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. I'm here Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern. If you're interested in supporting the channel, you can become a member if you're on your phone, or if you're on your PC, just hit the join button. You'll figure it out. But if you're on your phone, YouTube has made it extremely hard for you to figure out. You got to find either the blue or green highlighted word more in the description. Then you can scroll down to join and pick the one in the middle, because that has all the cool stuff. All right, guys. I am a subscriber. I just don't push much of the comments. I got you, RC. I got you. Hey, one last thing, guys, before everybody runs off. I'm thinking about doing, there's an article that I read, and I actually posted it in the Discord, about the Google's Gemini artificial intelligence telling somebody that he just needs to go and die. Humans are weak and are useless. You just need to go die. And I'm thinking of doing a live stream tonight at 9 p.m. If you want to be there, you'll be there. If you don't, you don't. I completely understand. Life takes precedence, but I want to let you guys know since you are here all the time. All right, guys, that's going to be about it. Stay safe. Have a great day, and I shall see you when I see you. Bye-bye.